Prince Harry is reportedly incandescent with rage following the airing of a merciless new episode of the animated satire show South Park. The episode, titled Jet Rays for Spotlight, launched on Comedy Central and quickly became the talk of the town for its ruthless lampooning of Harry's high-profile appearance at the Envision 2025 summit held in Shanghai, China. Known for its irreverent and cutting humor, South Park spared no punches in portraying Harry as a fame-hungry figure obsessed with chasing global attention under the guise of his environmental initiative, Travest. The episode depicts his keynote speech at the summit, a speech laden with calls for sustainable tourism and urgent climate action, as little more than a hypocritical spectacle, a desperate grab for relevance and media spotlight. Sources close to the Duke of Sussex say his outrage runs deep, fueled by the episode's biting satire that paints him as a privileged elitist using climate activism as nothing more than a platform for personal branding. The timing of the episode's release was far from coincidental, arriving just as Harry took center stage at the Shanghai summit hosted by Trip.com Group, a carefully orchestrated event intended to showcase his role as a global advocate for sustainable travel. South Park's episode directly targets Harry's performance at this summit, where he spoke passionately about the dire decline of global wildlife populations and implored Asia-Pacific travel industry leaders to commit to environmentally friendly practices. However, the animated show twisted this narrative, turning Harry into the Prince of Canada, a caricature who jets around the world in a private plane preaching environmental responsibility, while clearly obsessed with media coverage and public adulation. The creators, Trey Parker and Matt Stone, made sure to hammer the point home by showing Harry's character demanding VIP treatment, throwing tantrums when people failed to address him with the deference he expected, a thinly veiled jab at Harry's real-life frustrations over protocol and perceived slights during the summit. According to insiders, this portrayal hit a raw nerve with Harry, who believed the episode distorted his genuine commitment to the cause and mocked the sincerity of his efforts. More than just poking fun at his public persona, the episode took aim at Harry's actual summit experience, depicting it as a chaotic quest for attention rather than a serious engagement. Scenes showed the Prince of Canada clashing with Jane Sun, CEO of Trip.com Group and summit host, who refuses to indulge his extravagant demands for special treatment, a dramatization mirroring real reports of Harry's dissatisfaction with event logistics. The satire didn't stop there. It depicted Harry storming off stage in a fit of petulance after attendees failed to applaud his speech, a fictionalized but pointed reference to real whispers about his reportedly lukewarm reception. This scene in particular incensed Harry's inner circle, who felt it undermined the gravitas and seriousness he sought to project on the global stage. Sources say that South Park's timing was a calculated blow, designed to exploit Harry's most public moments for maximum satirical effect. For someone striving to carve out a meaningful role beyond his royal past, this public mockery represents a significant personal and professional setback. Those close to Harry describe a man who feels unfairly targeted and misunderstood, caught between his desire to be seen as a serious environmental advocate and the ongoing challenge of shedding his image as merely royalty. The episode's unrelenting parody serves as a stark reminder of how difficult it remains for Harry to control his narrative, especially when the world watches with an ever-critical eye. While some may laugh at the biting humor of South Park, for Harry, it's anything but funny. The episode has reignited conversations about his credibility and relevance, intensifying scrutiny over whether his environmental activism is a genuine passion or simply another step in a carefully curated media strategy. As the fallout from South Park's Jet Rays for Spotlight continues to echo through social media and news cycles, all eyes remain fixed on how Prince Harry will respond. Will he double down on his efforts to prove his dedication to sustainability, or will this public humiliation mark yet another stumbling block in his complicated post-royal journey?